Alright everybody, hello. This is the first video installment of the Vertical World. Thanks for sending in your questions via Twitter and Facebook. And so I want to answer your questions. Let's get right to it. Mike MD, when are you going back into the studio for a new album? We're already back in the studio for a new album. We're working on it now. Don't know exactly when it'll be ready, but the plan is to perhaps release it in 2 installments starting in the fall. So that's kind of nice. Lervetta asks, will I ever get the chance to see you guys in Germany? I really hope so. I love Germany and I love visiting there, and we had so many amazing experiences playing there back in the early 2000s, so hopefully we can make it back. E. Silverstein asks, any plans for some Canadian shows? It's been too long since Vertical Horizons played Canada. I agree with you, actually. It has been too long, and that's not okay. So we'll come back soon, I hope. I like traveling, you know what I mean? It's not like we're saying, no, I don't want to go to Germany. I don't want to go to Canada. I love going to those places, so hopefully we can get something that makes sense. Here's another one. Rimba DK, do you, Vertical Horizon, have any plans of coming to Europe to tour? I'm sensing a theme. Yes, we do. We'd love to come to Europe. It just needs to make sense. You know, the offers need to come in, and it needs to make sense for us to be able to go over there. It costs a lot of money to get over to Europe. Okay, Lupus Aquatica and Maureen Fennon ask, same as always, when are you going to show a little gratitude to your UK fans by coming to visit? We buy your CDs too. We know that you buy our CDs too, and we're really grateful. And it's amazing that we have fans all over the world. So don't want to make it seem like we're not interested in coming and playing for you guys there. We absolutely are. We just need to get a tour that makes sense. So know that it's on the top of our list. We just haven't been able to make it work yet. Okay, Carol Light, how much of the music you write comes from personal experience? How much for music's sake? I'd say most of it comes from personal experience. Most of the times when I'm writing a lyric, it stems from something that's happened to me, and I try to sort of dig through the dirt, as Peter Gabriel says. And sometimes the music comes first, and it just the music steers the lyric. But most of the time, there's an emotional intent lyrically, and then you try and find some music that sort of marries up with that. Okay, McGov21. Couple questions. Will you be playing any new tunes on tour for your July dates? I don't know yet. It's too early to say. We do have some that we could play, just not really sure if we will. Number 2, define serious. Define serious. My Twitter description is serial serious, I think, or serious serious. I'm just really serious. I mean, I'm clearly quite serious. Number 3, are you self-willed? Absolutely not. I have no will whatsoever. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't have an idea. I don't have a concept of self, never mind being self-willed. Okay, number 4, any exciting collaborations with other artists you can share? I'm trying to think. Got some cool stuff going on. Yes, but I can't talk about it in case they don't happen, and then I'd feel like a dick. Okay, number 5, how good are those Shake Shack burgers? Amazing, actually. Worth a trip to New York, and I'm not lying. They're really, really good. Okay, Mike Putsky, what is new? I have lots of free ketchup and pickles laying around. Do you want some? Yes, I do, clearly. Have the pickles been refrigerated? Because if they're just lying around like on top of a coffee table, I'm a little less interested. Also, the other thing I've been noticing, ketchup, I used to be a Heinz guy. I'm against it now. I don't want any high fructose corn syrup in my ketchup. I'm against it. Come on, Heinz. Although this new pure Heinz thing that you've done, I'm proud of you. I just haven't tried it yet. I'm a Trader Joe's ketchup guy. Okay, Facebook questions. When are you going to tour the UK? See? All I do is watch BBC. The best Formula 1 coverage in the world is BBC. I'm crazy about Lancashire Hot Pot. I'm basically an honorary citizen of the UK. Cruiser Wilson, do you have any pets? Yes, I have 2 dogs. One amazing dog. I try not to get into it too much, but one amazing dog and one kind of ridiculous dog that we rescued. Okay, but yes, dogs. Mandy McKay, do you still love performing, singing, or is it just a job? I really don't even like this job. I don't have very much fun when I do what I do. I've never loved performing or singing. I don't love playing guitar. Of course I do. It's amazing. This has never felt like a job. And one of the reasons it's never felt like a job is because we have so many amazing fans all around the world who support us and enable us to do what we do. So thank you for asking, and know that it is absolutely a love of mine to the core. I absolutely adore it. Sandy Russell, which band did you have the most fun touring with? It's hard to beat Bare Naked Ladies. Those guys were a blast. Except for the night, I have to say, except for the night when they came out wrapped in towels, stood in front of our microphones, and bared themselves to us. They were really, that night they were Bare Naked Ladies, and it's not a pretty sight. Not gonna lie to you guys. But they were really, really great. Lisa Harrelson wants to know, how did you get so hot? I stood in a sauna for a long time, and I was really, really hot. Kelly Bright, your recent experience playing for the troops, you know, life-changing, honestly. We've done it a few times. In fact, it looks like we're going to go back to the Middle East for the 4th of July, and we're going to play for the troops again. Incredible. Yeah. Humbling, but also some of the most powerful experiences I've ever had musically, because they're just so glad that we're there. They're so happy that we've come all that way. They make you feel so welcome. I'll keep doing it as long as they ask us, because it feels like one of the best things you could possibly do as a musician. Christina Mondo, do you really like Jersey? Laugh out loud, because you haven't played here since 2005. Yeah, I don't know, Jersey. Of course I like Jersey. Are you crazy? Jersey rules. It has been a while though, but it's not personal. It just kind of worked out that way. I sensed a slight, not inferiority complex, but you guys are suspicious in Jersey. Don't be suspicious. There's nothing but love from me. Okay? Paul Cronin, who were your early influences on the guitar and songwriting? Rush, huge influence. Obviously, Alex Lifeson, like one of the main reasons I play guitar is Alex Lifeson. Eddie Van Halen, incredible guitar player. On the songwriting side, a little bit more like Simon and Garfunkel, James Taylor, the Beatles, stuff like that. But I also loved a lot of metal. As you'll notice, this is a perfect segue. We're doing some shirts, some merchandise that sort of is a tribute to some of our favorite bands. And so this is the new sort of Iron Maiden inspired Vertical Horizon shirt that I'm wearing right now. Pretty fabulous. Okay, it's a great bargain. Some of the proceeds go to fill the gas tank in my car. So feel good about that. Okay, Danielle Vanderhoot, which song of all the songs you have written means the most to you? Well, I mean, it's hard to beat Everything You Want, because it's simply changed everything in my life. It's hard to beat that. But, you know, from the latest record, there's a song, the last song on it, it's called Even Now. I wrote it with one of my best friends in the world, Neil Peart, the drummer from Rush. So it was pretty amazing. That was a pretty amazing experience. That means a lot to me. I've written some amazing songs. My buddy Richard Marx, who I just love so dearly, he and I have written, his latest single is a song called When You Loved Me that we wrote together. And that song actually might be, it might be the best song that I've been a part of writing. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that Richard Marx was in the room with me, helping make it awesome. So how about that? That's a good answer. Okay, plans for a new album. Yeah, we're working on it now. We have some titles. It looks like there's possibly going to be 2 collections of about 5 songs each, and we would release it digitally. That's the initial plan. Joel Sikowski, why does it hurt sometimes when I pee? Tough one. I think you probably aren't having enough cranberry juice in your diet, and you might want to intake a little bit more of that. I was proud of Ocean Spray because they recently switched over to real sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup, which I'm against. So try drinking some more cranberry juice, buddy. If it continues on, though, you got to go see a doctor. You can't just keep asking me these things. Paula Tudor, I was at one of your concerts recently, and you mentioned that there was a song you wrote while running a high fever. Now I can't remember which song that was, blah, blah, blah. I'm Still Here. I wrote I'm Still Here with 104-degree fever, and there's a line in the bridge that goes, maybe tonight it will be all right, I will get better. And it's, all I'm asking for there is some Advil. That's all I cared about. It wasn't like maybe life is going to be, I'll find love or big thoughts. No, I just needed some Advil. Okay, Adrian Costello, I don't think I'm on the email list. How can I check? The easiest thing to do is just go to verticalhorizon.com. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a thing that says Join Email List. Just click on that and make it happen. Why do you not play Even Now live? Huh, apropos. I even asked for it on stage at once. Is it because you don't like the way it translates live, or is it some arrangement thing? We just haven't really tried it yet, and it's a long piece. It's like 7 minutes and 40 seconds or something like that. I think we'll get around to it. It just hasn't happened yet. I do love that song. Right, Cassandra Sperber Bullens. Nice name, by the way. Awesome name. Sperber Bullens. I'd be tempted to open a business just called Sperber Bullens. Have you done that? Because you should. Something fun, maybe like... I'm thinking hubcaps with spindly bits. And then you could say, have you seen the new Sperber Bullenses? Okay, Ziggy's in Winston-Salem is opening soon. Any chance you're coming to play here? We miss you. We miss you. And we miss Ziggy's, and we would love to come back to Ziggy's at some point. It'd be great. That's kind of where it all started. Kyle Sutherland, ever write something that makes you cringe later on? Yes. But you didn't ask what, so I'm not going to tell you. Haley Bissonette, who inspired each of you to become musicians? I think I sort of answered that a little bit. Just a bunch of different people that I love. Oh, just adjusting the camera. Yeah, the guys in Rush, Van Halen, a whole bunch of great people. Awesome. Okay, Leo A. Paget. Why do you never play my favorite V8 song in concert? Echo. Because we know it's your favorite song and we want to piss you off. Mary B. Sorry, I'll go back. I like that song a lot. We should start playing it more. Sometimes Richard and I do play that song when we do the duo shows, and so I will approach the band with that, because I actually do really love that song a lot. I'm just kidding around. Okay, Mary B. Kibbins, are you ever going to play in Illinois, somewhere around Chicago? Yes, look on verticalhorizon.com. I know there's a date this summer that's near there, and it's going to be fantastic, okay? Thank you so much, everybody. You rock. Vertical Horizon. The vertical world.